Hello YouTube. In this video I'll be showing you how to install a water cooler and how to install a new motherboard. First, this is an Easy Cool water cooler. It's just a big copper plate that it's got liquid in that little round piece right here, and when it gets hot it goes through these tubes to your radiator, gets cooled down, and then it gets circulated back to here. So first what you want to do is remove the stock fan adapter. 4 easy bolts on the side, and that pops off. This little piece right here is behind the motherboard, and the water cooler comes with its own, so you'll need to put that on the back of there, and then the adapter will have these 4 screw holes right there, and you just set this over top of it. Like so, and just kind of hand tighten it down at first. Just enough where it'll stay on there. And then you take that piece and you just kind of sits in there. Just get it tightened just right. And you screw down each of the corners there, and I'll do that and come back. Next, you'll just want to attach the power unit right there, and you've installed a water cooler. The other thing that I'll be showing you how to install is a new motherboard. I purchased a BioStar motherboard. It's for an AMD AM3. Supports the Phenon and I believe the Athlon. This board has PCI and PCI Express. It's got 6-channel HD audio, gigabit LAN, SATA 2, and it supports DDR3. Which, there's the RAM right there I've already installed, and that is 8 gigs of RAM right there. And then here's your PCI and PCI Express slots. So let's put it in. I'm going to put down the camera and put it in, and I'll be right back. Alright, now after you have it screwed in, you'll see the screws. There's like 4 of them. One right there. One over in the corner, one right there, and one back here next to the RAM, and it just bolts it into the case so it doesn't go anywhere. One of the first things you'll want to do is plug up the power. So just find it on the board and right there. If you look back here in the corner, I don't know if you could see that, the white power adapter right there, the 4-prong, and then there's this long white adapter right here that supplies your motherboard with power from your power supply. So there will be 2 cables running out of your power supply that will fit that and that only, and you'll only have 1 for each. There won't be any extras of those. So you want to just plug them up. And I'll plug those up and sit down the camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, next you want to take these plugs right here and plug them into right there, and it'll say on the board in little white letters USB and USB 2, and that is for your front plugs of your USB. If your case says front plugs, you want to plug those in to make those work. If you don't plug them in, your computer is still boot, you just won't be able to use those front USB plugs. So I'm going to do that now, and I'll be back in a minute. Next, you'll want to take this plug right here. It says Audio HD on it, and if you see right here in the corner, it's different for different motherboards, but it says audio on it. Those little pins right there, you just plug that into that. And what that's going to do is allow your plugs on the front of the case for headphones to work. Basically, it's just an extension that goes to your sound card back here. So I'm going to plug that up now, and I'll be right back. Next, you want to find these little bitty plugs right here. They say power LED, reset, power switch, HD LED, and these are referring to the buttons and the lights on the front of the case. Gives them power. Usually those are located in your corner of your motherboard right there, and it's all labeled on the board. It's got little white letters, and you just match them up and plug them in. And I'm going to do that now, and I'll be right back. Okay, now when plugging up your hard drive, you want to take your SATA cable and find SATA 1 for the hard drive, and you plug it in there. You see it right there on the middle of the screen. That's the SATA plug. Your hard drive needs to go on 1, and it doesn't matter. Anything else can be plugged up to any of the other ones. So if you have a CD-ROM drive, just plug it into 2, and other devices can be plugged into whatever. Okay, I'm going to do this now, and I'll be right back. Alright, next what you want to do is, if you have any cards, you want to take the cards and plug them in the slots here. I have a Killer K1 LAN card, and I have a graphics card. So you just plug those in, and they screw in up here at the top of the case, and then you're pretty much good to go. Everything's all plugged up, and you're ready to turn the computer on. If you're running Linux, everything should be fine. Sometimes Windows, when you switch a motherboard out, you might get a blue screen when you boot up. All you'll need to do is just reinstall Windows if you get that, and then everything will be good. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.